G'day guys, Zuby here with some Firewatch gameplay. Let's get it on. The settings. Master event. Let's display subtitles. The save, good. Bubble 8. That's fine. Start the new game. Tempo Santo presents cooperation with Panic Inc. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. You see Julia, huh? Oh, I should have clicked. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from the UC Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So what's your no, you know, Major? And let's go. You pretty. You're pretty. She says pretty. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter and 1 week later you are Julia, our boyfriend. Okay. Go object. This is my car. Let's get in. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beer out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. A scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring with her is an inimitable but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad what could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Pick up the beagle and she names it Bucket. Dog Shepherd, and you name it Mayo. Let's go now with Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. Look out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Not very smart or good at much. Saying if you and I have a couple of idiots. One day, why rush? He looks away and towards the mountains. We have plenty of time, right? Think for yourself, mister. Don't worry, I assure her. Tell her she has the body of an undergrad. Ovaries didn't get the memo, she says, laughing it off. One day, okay? Okay. One day, she says. 6 months later, you get engaged, laying in bed on a Sunday morning. go. Boom, boom. (1980). It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You ignore her. You don't touch each other all night. Next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about the evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pull of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. Draws plans from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like a He-Man. Like Victoria's Secret model. Let's go for He-Man. You look awesome. Fox looks out tower, 8 miles still ahead. Next hop over. 1982. During the summer, you and Julia enjoy walking bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets killed. Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking. When she stressed, you comfort her. You confront the attacker. You scare him away. You beat the guy. You scare him away. You reach into your pocket like you got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare off of you. He runs away. Julia asks to take a different path from the day forward. You say okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids gets waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale in the unit, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. You ask her if she commute back and forth. You don't want to move to whatever the fuck that name is. She says that will be hard, but she'll do it if you don't move. Tell her not to pass it up if she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. 1985. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She found crying in the stairwell. Say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make a macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. Both decide to keep it a secret for now. Journal. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because she gets less trouble over the house. A week later she goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She cannot remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for a particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into the bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic blaming her dad at the door. Tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while your friends come with buy little things to brighten the day. It gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that it could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her into a home full-time care facility. You're determined to make care for by yourself. Let's put it into care. I think that's pretty much where the game starts. Oh dear. Actually a bug, I don't know. A family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day. And every other day. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I'll cut your balls off. You slowly decide not to see your old friends that much. 1989. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You always really like Susan. Months go by. Bucket dies. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. Seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Someone is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. Take it. Enter Lookout Tower. Turn on the power.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Radio.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Hello.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
Joe.
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but maybe you just really like trees. Maybe it's... Gosh, maybe it's a borderline fetish. A tree fetish.
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Firewatch.